When you think of the largest volcano on Earth, you probably imagine a massive mountain rising into the sky. Tall, sharp, impossible to ignore. But what if the largest volcano on this planet doesn't look like a mountain at all? What if you could stand on top of it, drive across it, live on it, without even realizing? You're standing on a volcano? This is Mauna Loa, the largest volcano on Earth, and most of it is hidden. Located in Hawaii, Mauna Loa rises gently from the land, spreading across the island with a slope so gradual, it almost feels flat. From a distance, it doesn't look threatening. It doesn't feel dangerous. There are no dramatic peaks, no jagged cliffs, just a massive, slow rise that stretches for miles. But that illusion is exactly what makes it so incredible. Because Mauna Loa is not measured by how tall it appears above sea level. It is measured from the ocean floor. And when you include what lies beneath the surface, Mauna Loa becomes enormous. From base to summit, it rises over 10,000 meters. That's taller than Mount Everest. Let that sink in. The largest volcano on Earth is bigger than the tallest mountain on Earth, but you can't see most of it because it is hidden beneath the ocean. This changes everything about how we understand its size. Mauna Loa is not just a mountain, it is a massive structure that covers nearly half of the entire island of Hawaii. A volcano so large, it has its own gravity. Literally, its weight is so immense that it actually pushes the Earth's crust downward. The island itself is slowly sinking under the pressure. That's how big it is. But size is only part of the story. Because Mauna Loa is not extinct, it is not dormant, it is active, and it has erupted many times in recorded history. Unlike explosive volcanoes that build pressure and erupt violently, Mauna Loa behaves differently. Its lava is thinner, more fluid. When it erupts, it doesn't explode into the sky. It flows, fast, relentless rivers of molten rock, moving across the land. In some eruptions, lava has traveled from the summit to the ocean in just a few hours, destroying everything in its path. Roads, homes, entire communities. And yet, because of its gentle slopes, it often doesn't look as dangerous as it really is. There's no towering ash cloud, no massive explosion, just glowing rivers of lava, moving steadily forward. And that can be even more dangerous, because it gives people less time to react. Mauna Loa last erupted in 2022. For nearly 40 years before that, it remained quiet. But that silence was not safety, it was pressure building. And when it finally erupted, the ground opened. Cracks formed across the surface. Lava fountains shot into the air. And once again, the island was reminded that this volcano is still alive. Scientists monitor Mauna Loa constantly. Seismic activity, gas emissions, ground movement. Because predicting its eruptions is extremely difficult, there are warning signs, but they don't always tell the full story. Sometimes the volcano gives very little notice, and when it moves fast. But what makes Mauna Loa truly fascinating is not just its size or its power, it's how it was formed. Over hundreds of thousands of years, layer after layer of lava built this enormous structure. Each eruption added to it, slowly, relentlessly, until it became one of the largest single geological features on Earth. And it's still growing. Even today, every eruption adds more material, extends its reach, changes its shape. This is not a finished mountain. It is a process, a system in motion, and standing on it, you wouldn't feel that movement. You wouldn't see the scale. You would just see land, roads, grass, sky, and that's what makes it so unsettling. Because beneath your feet is one of the most powerful natural forces on this planet, hidden in plain sight. Mauna Loa challenges the way we think about volcanoes. It's not always the steepest, not always the most explosive. Sometimes, the most powerful things are the ones that don't look dangerous at all, the ones that stretch quietly across the land, the ones that don't demand attention until they do, because when Mauna Loa erupts, it doesn't ask for permission. It doesn't wait. It simply moves, and everything in its path must adapt or disappear. The largest volcano on Earth, not towering above us, but spreading beneath us, so vast, you can stand on it your entire life and never fully understand it. And maybe that's the most powerful part. Not how big it is, but how easily it can go unnoticed. Until the moment it reminds you that it's there,